Welcome to PVH6. We will be learning about the crash of the stock market. Many bad events happen because of the crash of the stock market. Many people don't realize how bad the crash of the stock market is, but I've come to know it was really bad. Problems were bad, and impacts were just as bad.
There are many causes to the crash in 1929. People borrowed money from banks to invest in the stock market. By the time the stock market crashed, people were $2 billion in debt. Banks also gave out loans to people who did not pay them back, so banks began to fail. So when the crash happened, people could not get their money because the people didn't pay their loans. Money was lost permanently. There were many dips in the stock market before it crashed in 1929. Investors bought and borrowed money from their brokers, who got money from the banks. When the stocks began to fail, investors needed to default. These were many causes to the crash in the stock market.
There were many problems when the crash happened. After the stock market crashed, people killed themselves by jumping out of 2- and 3-story buildings. Most people lost their jobs and ate at soup kitchens. I feel bad for the people who lived on the streets. People lost their houses. Some sold them, and some had foreclosures. Foreclosures are repossessed houses. The owners do not make payments. In 1930, unemployment rose by 25% after the crash. People lived off chickens and cows for food, and little money they could get. The New York Stock Exchange came tumbling down after the crash. Some people sold cars for any money they could get. Some bought stocks for any money they could get. The problems were very bad just because of the crash.
There were many impacts to the crash in the stock market. Citizens lost $30 billion total after the crash. There was a selling frenzy after the crash. By the end of the day, 13 million stocks were traded and $4 billion lost. The stocks lost 9% after the crash. Stocks dropped 20% lower than the 1920 cost. Stock buyers sold whatever they could to get for any money. People lost all confidence in the economy. The community stopped buying from stores and saved money, so store owners stopped buying from factories. The workers were fired and unemployment rose by 25%. Also, people did weird jobs like selling apples and other items for money. People sold cars for money to buy food. Banks began to fail because of defaulted loans. These defaulted loans were caused by the Roaring '20s because people got loans but when stocks began to fail, they could not pay them back, so the money was lost and people did not get their money back. Those were the impacts of the crash of the stock market.
These events were very bad because tons of people lost money and homes just because of the crash. I've come to realize that people should know about it because those events were very bad. The problems were the worst because investors actually killed themselves. Impacts were just as bad because tons of people lost their money, like $30 billion total.